Top to the morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boys, Bert and Burger.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Sorry about that.
That was just a bit of a curveball. Oh, boy.
Yeah, damn. It was supposed to stop at the beginning, but it kept going. Yeah, episode 270 for your cousins, lol.
Very festive.
We're
Very
your host,
festive.
Burger. And that is coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what I thought you were getting at. But,
I was just thinking of Jacksepticeye.
Oh, there you go.
Damn. Yeah, Cousin Bert, Cousin
softball.
Burger. Where Bert and Burger. We're not Jacksepticeye. I know that was very, very convincing to you boys. But
I almost pulled
and one girl that watches, lol.
Yeah.
Welcome, episode 270. That means the highlight clip is due in about a month.
Oh, dear God. It is?
Yep. Bert was home for 2 weeks, and I kept railing him to work on it, and he wouldn't. He didn't even open it. He didn't even get 1 second done.
Yeah, it was like I don't even know what.
This dumb motherfucker, I literally sent him a
plagued
checklist of 6 things he didn't do. He saved all 6 to come back to later. He didn't do any of the 6, so then I responded to each of the 6 with a period. He then saw them continue to not do it, and then for a third time, ladies and gentlemen, I responded to the dot that was responding to the original message.
Yeah.
He says, I need a checklist or something. I can't keep up with all this shit just off the top of the noggin. So then I give him a list. He saved a list. He continues to not do it. I then respond to the response that he didn't do.
Yeah, that was awkward.
He literally uploaded like a post on Twitter for the highlight clips. Didn't even include the fucking video.
Well, actually, I don't know. Did you see what happened to that? Have you looked at it on your laptop?
My laptop? No.
Oh, well, it says that it was deleted. So I think I originally did it, and then it must have gotten, like, fucking shadow banned with absolutely no warning at all.
Did it say why?
No, but I just did a comment on it, and I just uploaded it again. Fuck them.
Okay. Well, you could have told me that instead of hearing the podcast.
Oh, I just figured it out. Like, surprise, I did, like, 3 of the 6 things on the checklist before the pod.
Nice.
So. Yeah.
About time.
Yeah, I told my buddies to eat shit, and then they were pissed naturally, and I'm like, that's too bad, lol. I was just gonna sit around and fuck off anyway. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Well, so, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's Bert's fault.
Yeah. Fucking gosh.
That's the way she rolls. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We're working on it though. It's everything is coming along nicely, and I think we're just gonna start this episode off right away with the B&B Wiener of the week.
Hell yeah.
Yep, we got a new one. What is this? Number 3? Number 4? 4? I think this is number 4.
This
right?
will be 4. Yeah.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah,
So
number 4. Fuck.
we continue to have people submit their wonderful memes in the B&B server. We thank you.
Preach.
Bert and I came across a winner pretty easily again.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to send Bert the memes first, because I know he didn't even do it. So he ended up saving one of the memes that I sent him. So how convenient is that? So I'm just going to go find the one that Burger sent me, and then I'm going to save some random one. So then,
Hey, we didn't do this last time.
Just so you guys know, this segment is probably dying soon.
Oh, my God.
Because asshole here can't even fucking do this correctly. We did too do it last time. We sent each other memes, and we didn't have any crossing ones.
Yeah, and they weren't any similar ones, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not even saving memes. Like last time, right before we started recording, you had to go find them. Like I heard you laughing to yourself while you were reading them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't, like, save them to my phone. I save a lot of shit to my phone, so it would just get lost, but...
Yeah, but you should still have, like, an idea.
No, I know. No, I do. Like, I look at them in the moment, I'm like, that's a good one. I read all of them in the fucking
you don't
moment.
do any research, though, Bert. They put a lot of work into this.
What do you mean research?
Just like, okay, this one crosses Burgers out, so I'll do this one.
The Fuck you mean fucking research?
Research?
Yeah.
Read them, motherfucker. You don't even look at them.
I
Or
read them
you're
when
just
they
like, well,
post
you just react with a skull like every other Gen Z and then don't even think twice about it. So then I'm like, hey, what's your meme of the
Wrong.
week? And you're like, I couldn't recall a single one, actually.
I don't think I'd ever said that.
I didn't say you did. I said that's what you do, though. Like, if I said, what's your favorite, you wouldn't be able to remember.
I would have to go look at them, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
But I know
research, not just
which
laughing
one is
at
up
it like
there.
you do on iFunny and then scrolling on to the next one.
I just think of which one I laughed the hardest when I saw it at first, and this was the one that I chose.
And which one's that?
It was so funny. I literally went out of my way to try and make my own meme as competition, and I just couldn't. I couldn't stand up to it. So that's why I knew when I saw that one, I'm like, yes, that's absolutely the one that I want. So
yeah. So this is pretty unexpected. I never thought this person would win one, but they sure did. So lucky you. Let me just paint the scene for you to make this meme make sense for you. Or should we show the meme first and then have them think about it? No, actually, show the meme. Here it is.
Right,
so you can see there's this Korean person.
Uh-huh.
They're like rolling their eyes.
Looks like his balls just got sucked out of his ass.
Burger does that ching chong bing bong thing.
Yeah.
So I'd like to explain myself.
A little bit of defense.
Yeah. So there is something in our Discord.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Uh-huh.
I think they said they're Korean.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I speak pretty good English to me, but
yeah. And this is just the American in me, but they all look the same anyways.
Yeah.
Which,
true.
very, very bad to say. I know.
Uh-huh.
But I'm speaking from my heart. So, there's this Korean fellow, by the way. I thought it was a lady.
Oh, true.
It's not. It's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And their username is some different language.
Uh-huh. It's literally not even pronounceable. It's just squiggles.
Like, it's a bunch of squiggly lines like how they wrote in Ancient Samurai times.
Yeah.
Again, I think they're Korean, so...
Somewhere over there. Throw a dart.
Yeah, somewhere across the bay. And, this is bad, but anytime that motherfucker posts anything in the Discord, I immediately send the Discord limit of a message that just goes ching chong bong bing 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 bong bong ching chong bing bing. And I just copy and paste that until I hit the Discord limit.
Like, yeah,
and then send it to them,
buddy,
in the general chat, and they just
God.
ignore it. They don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they'll just send like a question mark face or something.
Huh? Yeah.
And eventually, I think it started to trigger them a little bit.
Yeah. Actively acknowledging it, like,
Now they're starting to acknowledge it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say stuff like, yo, where's Bing Bong at?
Immediately raise his hand.
Is Ching Ching still here?
He's got to be around here somewhere.
And then somebody else is like, yeah, they left. Let me get him back in the server.
Oh, God.
Yo, it's Bing Bong!
Yeah. Yo.
They're just like, hi.
What's up?
So finally, they started
like,
to react to it a little bit.
Yeah,
calling
they're
me
always
racist.
Fucking. Yeah, they're always sending goofy ass reaction images of like close-ups of Asian people's faces.
Yeah,
like,
which
what
isn't
the
helping
hell
their
is
case
this?
by any means.
Yeah. What the
So
hell?
I might be being racist when I say that, but it's all comedy at the end of the day, so it's not racism.
No.
I'm being silly.
Yeah.
And I'm only telling Ching Chong this because I think it's funny.
And he's our friend. Me.
And I know that they think, well, I don't know if they think it's funny, but they know that I'm joking.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Yeah.
So, Anyways, Ching Chong. Making this fucking meme
Congratulations.
here. So it shows them rolling their eyes saying, "Me anytime burger does that Ching Chong Bing Bong thing," and I'm like, that's pretty good. That's
That one's
good.
pretty silly.
Someone told me their name's Marvin, but I ain't calling that
ain't
fucker Marvin.
That ain't Marvin.
So Ching to the Chong, Chong to the Bing. Congratulations
S to my
on
A.
being the fourth ever B&B Wiener of the Week.
Hell yeah, that's huge.
Congrats. Definitely
Congrats.
Deserved.
Yep,
So,
earned that one.
Hopefully this really solidifies that I am playing around and I am joking when I say that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're in a comedy podcast server, so
Chill.
yeah.
Listen, if you're going to do
it's
anything,
just
just skip to the
comedy.
last 5 minutes and listen.
Lol.
Every EP.
So, but yeah, no, they're a good sport about it. So, congratulations. Also, very disappointed in the individual that won last week's reaction.
Yeah, that was insane.
That's what she said.
Like you just handed him a bag of dog shit.
Oh,
Like,
sorry, I'm at work. I'm working.
Cool.
Everyone's
I've never
like,
heard
wow.
that excuse before.
Oh, is all you say?
Uh-huh. I know. I love
Bert
how
does
people
this
were calling
long,
him out, too.
dramatic fucking monologue every
Yeah.
time he posts who the winner is.
Yeah.
And then
No,
they
it's
just say, oh. Can you stop pinging me? I'm fucking
Yeah.
working right now.
Exactly. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Yeah, I changed my mind.
Yep. So, Bing Bong was one of the people that was like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, if I would have won, I would be so excited. And then they posted a meme like, well, Bong Bang?
How's your time to shine, big guy?
Yeah, he might be onto something. So, congrats on winning.
Yep,
Keep up
big
the
dub.
memes, everybody. We'll do her for a while longer. The memes keep coming in. I don't think this is going to be a forever thing. There might be times where we do this like on and off again thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we plan on doing it for a little bit. Not sure how
Oh, yeah.
long.
That's
If
fun.
they
Everybody
keep
seems to
coming
enjoy
in,
it.
we can keep doing them. That is
Oh,
for
hell
sure.
yeah. Hell yeah.
So, the only thing that I would tell people is if you can make B&B memes about whatever, but if in order to get picked, in order to get featured on the show, it has to be about Bert or Burger.
Mm-hmm.
So when you make cute memes about everybody else, that's fine. Go
Those
ahead,
are silly.
seriously.
We still like those, but it's
We
not
like
the
those
same
very
thing.
much, but we can't really pick those for
the people who
an
don't
audience that listens to the podcast
participate.
and has no idea who the fuck these people are.
Yeah, not everybody there knows who each and every one of y'all are.
Yeah, so we can, if it's B&B lore, definitely can consider it, but if you want a higher chance of making it, it has to be about Bert or Burger. So
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of goes without saying, but
yeah. Yep.
but just had to clarify that. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there are a lot of. I mean, everybody's catching strays, but
yeah, everybody is,
uh-huh.
which is good. That's what we want. That's what we're
perfect.
promoting.
Uh-huh.
We want people to be able to
Yank each other's chain.
get a and you got to get desensitized to this shit a little bit. I think that was our Bert and I's big thing too, is stop taking everything so fucking seriously.
Yeah. Have some fun, literally.
Yeah,
Please,
seriously.
Lord.
Like, it's just a fucking joke. Yeah, so yeah, we've heard this plenty of times.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, well, let's move on to the next couple of things
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to talk about. What do you got going on? Something you want to talk about?
Oh, I mean, I have like a couple things. I actually am
I got
currently-
Stylus now on my phone, so I can play Clash with
The fuck?
a really nice Stylus pen for my phone while I tune you out.
Stylus.
Man,
That's kind of fun.
like those little touch pencil
Yeah.
pens that you can use on your phone or whatever.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, I got one because I fucking hate you.
Okay.
So
You should start editing stuff then.
why
That's
would
what
I?
I used
You
to
want to
draw.
start coloring in counties? I would love to
Yeah,
fucking switch
hell
spots
no.
with you.
Nah,
Oh my gosh, I would love to fucking switch.
Nah.
Let me edit, pussy.
Nah, I mean visually. No, that's okay.
Let me
I didn't-
fucking edit. You take the goddamn county shit.
People would hate me. That would
Good.
That would be so bad. It literally wouldn't even work.
Yeah, it'd be so bad. So, yeah, guys, comment your
Alright.
county.
Let's just get to the next one.
All right.
Cool. That would be so miserable.
It'd be bad.
God, that would suck so much ass.
Yeah. I kind of turned into an auctioneer on there. I'm like Johnson County over here in Mississippi now, and now $2 bidder. Now we're going to go over down to Mississippi over here now.
Yeah. Now give it one, give it one.
Yeah.
And I'll give it two, give it two, give it three.
And who's going to be the top donator? And Seoul, Honolulu, Hawaii. That's where we're going next. Guys, comment your
Alrighty.
county and make sure you're not a $2 bidder now.
Fucking crazy. Oh God. But yeah, I guess for me particularly, I'm in my first Airbnb. Yo, it's huge. Pretty cool, pretty neat. It was very weird trying to talk to the people online. They're just like, hey, yeah, so they just punch in an address, be like, yep, this is where you go. This is the apartment. I'm like, so, I pulled up. It was like an apartment complex. They didn't tell me which fucking apartment it was. So I had to message them, be like, hey, where the fuck am I going? They're like, oh, my bad. Here, do this. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, how do I get in? There was a bike lock. What I thought it was a bike lock. That was like just, okay, so, I'm so cooked. Apartment complexes where they have like the little aisle where you can walk in between the two apartments, and they have the stairs that go up to the next floor and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
I suppose.
Okay, so it was basically just like they had a fucking bike chain just locked onto a random post going up the stairs. I'm like, okay, cool. And they gave me like a little the padlock code. And then there was a little key fob inside so I could get into the fucking door. It was the randomest thing. Like, I've been trying to think of, like, I always have the anxiety of, like, oh, but I don't know how. I don't know. I don't want to have to call somebody, and then, like, I'm going to have to meet up with them. They're going to give me keys to their house, and I'm just going to walk in, and then it's just, like, that's it. It was not even like that. I'm like, goddamn, these motherfuckers got the shit on lockdown. Like a random bike lock with a fucking key fob in it. You got to fucking put in the Konami code. Like, bro, this is fucking insane. But you haven't had to do any Airbnb stuff before, have you? I know you've done some different vacations and stuff, but I think you probably stick to hotels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It is definitely a different vibe than a fucking hotel, that's for sure.
You
So
mean
it's
a
like a
house
proper apartment.
versus a room?
Well, this is still a room. This is basically like your apartment. It's probably actually about the same size as
My
your
apartment has like 5 rooms.
your old one, where it was basically just your room, the bathroom, and the bedroom. And the
Well,
kitchen
you said
was
it's still
attached to
a room.
Oh, no. This is like,
Where hotels literally have 1 room and a bathroom, and that's it.
yeah, no, it's not like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what you said it is actually not true.
No. Yeah, no, it's literally
I
like
see,
the
I
same
see.
layout. Not really the same layout, but basically the same layout as your old apartment.
It's the same layout, but has nothing in common. Cool.
Yeah, it's basically the same layout. But
Cool.
It's pretty cool. I don't know. I might try give them a shot. I particularly reached out here because I'm like, okay, now listen, they have a fucking washer and dryer in the goddamn room. That's huge. And I can kind of be a little loud. I'm not as freaked out about fucking people walking by. I don't really give a fuck. So that's kind of nice.
I don't really give a fuck.
I don't really give a
Whispers
fuck.
under his breath.
No, I do. It's just because I'm still used to it. I'm just like, oh, fuck, I'm in a different place. But
Guarantee if I lived in a hotel, I'd still fucking drop every word on my mind. I
Yeah.
wouldn't give a shit.
I mean, I do once I start to get into it, but Sometimes I don't.
Kind of.
At least when I'm doing the pod. Like, I had to move all my shit into the bedroom, though, because the fucking
I'd like to
living
think
room
Bert like
sucks
puts his
balls.
podcast set up like under a desk and puts a bunch of pillows around it, and he's laying on his belly right now, like so
You
not a
remember
single
that's how
soul
I
can
used to
hear
do
him.
it when I was in my dorm room? I used to literally put things up and then drape a blanket over it to dampen the sound, and then hide behind the blanket, like in the corner of my room.
How have you not killed yourself?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Life sounds so fucking miserable for
I'm
you for
saying.
the shit that you worry about. Like, how do you fucking not think
It's crazy,
you're gonna
isn't it?
blink your eyelids off your face? Like, I don't understand.
The anxiety is kind of high when it really does not need to be. Well, see, I say this. It's because I am aware of these things. I tried
Gay.
explaining this to my mom. I forgot how it came up, but like,
I don't like your mom either.
Oh boy, here we go.
Boy, she said some mean things yesterday.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
She would never.
Yeah. She was saying how our one aunt didn't lose any weight and she still has fat titties.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think
Mean
your
her
dad also
sister?
assaulted my fiance.
Yeah, my dad has a problem.
Yes, he does. He also assaulted my sister.
Yeah, he has a problem. It's
Mhm.
not fun
He's just-
either.
He's like blackout drunk in overalls, like hitting on all of his fucking nieces.
Yeah, no, it's weird. No. Imagine him being more drunk than that. That's how drunk he was the first day I got home. I think he gets like anxious about something.
From the hospital?
No, no, well, probably, but I don't know. Buddy's cooked. I don't know what
I
the fuck
used
is
to
up.
like him.
No, he's cool.
He goes and hugs the lady, but he doesn't even say hi to me anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
At least he ain't gay.
Yeah, I don't know. As
Like
a
I
special
said in our
fella.
cousin chat, at least we know where you get your fucking pervert status from.
Yeah, my dad's always kind of been a pervert, but mixed with drinking is sketchy.
Yeah.
That's sketchy.
But yeah, whatever you explained to your mom, it probably didn't work because she's not
No,
a good woman either.
no, I remember having like very deeply philosophical talks with my mom because she's
Why?
basically just like an adult child. When I was younger,
She's like an adult infant.
yeah, no, like mentally, she just like straight up told me something that is just like morally wrong. I'm like, oh, so you
Is
like
it like
hurt
my
somebody
grandma
just to
saying
make
people
yourself
should
feel
be-
better? And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, you can't say that.
What
was
did you
something-
say? I was.
It was something
Someone does
insane.
something to feel better. What?
Yeah, no. It wasn't like verbatim this, but it was like something like morally unjustifiable. Like, oh, so you think it's okay to hurt somebody if it makes you feel better? And she's like, yeah. It was something like that. We were like in an argument, a typical Minion and Crocs. Sue is a Minion and Crocs. I fight with him a lot. And also my mother is a Minion and Crocs.
My cousin is one as well.
I
and
am
I
as
fucking
well.
hate that shit.
So I have a lot of experience dealing with it as well. And if I think
So that
about it
makes it
myself
worse
when
for
I
you.
do it,
That makes
well, it's
it
because I
worse
don't
when
think
you
about
do
it. I'm bad at zooming
because
out.
you know how terrible and evil it is,
It's
to do
horrible.
and yet you don't care and still do it. That's what
It's
makes
just the
you
rage.
a monster.
Yeah, my eyes literally start to like dilate and stuff. You know, like vertigo or whatever. Like I start getting dizzy. I'll get so angry at you, I get dizzy. Like it's bad. I
You
have
know,
to,
you
like,
can
literally
stop
lay
making
down.
it sound so one-sided, too. You piss me
No,
off
I
just
know,
as
I know,
fucking
I
bad.
asked for
I
it.
remember when we got in a conversation over fucking candy bars, I literally almost snapped my fucking desk in half. Like, nobody in my life has ever pissed me off like that. Madden has, but not a living, breathing human.
Yeah, I made that distinction too. I'm like the anger I feel. We haven't had it in a long time, to be fair. I feel like I've pissed you off more recently than you've pissed me off, at least in a meaningful way, because I felt fine. But I think I'm also better at it too. I've just been taking it in the ass more. Like normally, I would bitch about us staying up so late, and also I almost Minion and Crocs it today, but I'm like, fuck it. It's easier to apologize to my friends than apologize to you. I'm like, fuck it, guys. I gotta cancel tonight. And then somebody else
You
already
said
ended
somebody
up
else
canceling, so
already
fuck 'em.
canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
Pussy.
Somebody else already did, so I said, fuck them. Sue sounded pissed,
Yeah.
but I'm like, darn.
Yeah, well, he gets over it. Again, I think it's because I know you very well, so when I hear you say something, I'm just like, well, what do you mean by that? And you're like, I don't fucking know. I don't want to play. Like, that one time you took I asked you if you wanted to go, what was it, to the gym, and I saw you typing for 5 minutes, and then finally I got a message, and I opened it up, and you said, no thanks.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, wow, you're learning. And you're like, yup.
Yeah, I went through a whole thing.
Bert even said he was going to try to butter me up at the end of it, saying like, no, but hey, I got a really good game for us to play tonight. I hate when people do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
It was going to be
fucking
like,
Gabon
I'm
did.
still too sore today. I'd rather just do it tomorrow. Then I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, I think if you, like, something like that, like, would be okay, where if you said something like, I'm too sore today, would you be down to do it tomorrow instead? Like, that would be okay. I'd be like, no, I'm going to just go today by myself. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I don't know
those
what the
kind
fuck
of
it
things.
is. God.
Yeah. Those type of things are okay, but like Gabon, where he's like,
his
on
was
Monday,
different.
not going today,
I
but Friday we
go
could play
outside
ball
and
if
catch
you
some
want.
butterflies, actually.
That
What
shit
the
I can't stand.
fuck?
He has a touch of tism too. That's for another podcast. But,
oh Lord.
But yeah, no, I have a hard time when people try to give me irrefutable arguments, like things you can't argue.
Uh-huh.
Like the whole, well, I got work, or I don't have time, things like that.
Uh-huh.
And most people just write it off. Oh, fuck, you got work? Sorry, don't worry about it then. But after my years of being on this earth, I just start to think about it for a second.
Uh-huh.
And Bert will say, can't do this, gotta work. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Close my phone, and I'm like, Bert has been off work for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
He just fucking lied to me.
Yeah.
So when Gabon said he didn't want to go to the gym today because it was so beautiful outside.
He was just in awe.
Yeah, and so I set my phone down and I was like, picked it back up. What are you going to do outside?
Uh-huh.
You going
to really break it down here.
Like, you going to chase butterflies like Bert said? Like,
exactly.
Are you going to go climb trees? Like, what exactly are you going to do?
See, when we said that, I'm like, come on, you fucking hit your head.
You said, why are you so horny about being outside lately?
Yeah.
You literally said that during Fast.
We like in Fast. Yeah, we were just sitting in the truck.
Yeah, you're like, why are you so horny about going outside lately?
Yeah. Like, what the hell?
And trust me, I get it. But Gabon
I don't.
doesn't have a house like Tater does. If Tater wanted to do some spring cleaning or something, I would get it. And he actually went and did his spring cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that makes sense. It's actually nice outside. I want to get some shit done outside. Okay, that's fine. What are you going to do? Clean the gutters, rake up dog shit, move the leaves around, things like that. Okay, sounds good.
That makes sense.
Again, as I've told you, and I think you're starting to finally put it together, I don't care if you don't want to go. Or if you don't want to hang out. I know, but that's
the thing. I think what it is sometimes I get more wrapped up in like I do want to do the thing, but I don't want to.
Well, you don't want to do it to the point to where you want to stop what you're doing and go do this thing.
Yeah, I get wrapped up in the reasons too.
Yeah,
I'm
so
always
if you
like,
don't
well,
want to, then just say, no, not today, dude. And everybody has such a hard time. Like, everyone cares about what other people think so much that they want to let them down easily. So they're like, no, I can't today. I'm too busy. And then the too busy is supposed to be like end of the conversation. But for me, I'm like, busy with what?
What are we doing?
Are you being disingenuous right now?
Probably.
I don't like liars.
No.
Not a fan.
Nah.
So, Is it that you're too busy and don't want to go? Or are you lying? You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how we got onto that point, but your mom's a cunt.
I don't remember. Yeah, something about that. It always comes back to that.
Yep. Oh, cool. Glad you got your own Airbnb.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I kind of like it so far. No place to game, though, so I'm sitting at the counter, and my thick-ass, fat-ass fucking legs are like, the circulation's getting cut off from them because it's like fucking skinny boy chairs.
What do you mean there's no place to game? There's no living room or anything?
Well, there is, but there's like a counter, that's it. Like, there isn't a desk for me to do stuff at. There's just an island counter, and their bar stools suck balls.
There's no table?
No.
There's no table at an Airbnb?
Well, okay, there's a coffee table. That's it, though, and it's like too low down.
Where are you supposed to eat?
I think at the island. The island is kind of the table. It's a bigger island. Like, it makes sense, but...
It's a big island.
It's like a small country, we'd call it, maybe.
Damn, that's gay.
Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. I'm used to having...
No table, huh?
Office chair and everything, yeah. So now I'm laying down on my bed right now with my microphone staring at the ceiling, talking to my cousin. Because it's comfy.
That's literally what I would email them. So, no table, huh?
Yeah. Huh.
Where do I sit?
Yeah. There's a couch and like an armchair, but that's...
But where do you put your food for your meal?
Yeah. Up at the
that
bar.
fucking book is getting so bad. I was telling the honey it started off at a 4, went up to a 5, then back down to a 3, and now it's at a 2, and we're getting close to 1 fucking star.
No fucking way.
I'm getting so fucking sick of this stupid fucking thing.
Oh, God, no.
It's not even over descriptive language. It's just going on and on and on, my dude. I get it.
Fuck.
Show daddy some excitement, and then we get some excitement, and then we go right back to fucking 20, 30, 40 pages of fucking mid shit. So I told you it's about a boy, right, that got kidnapped, and he can move shit. Kidnapped, and then he got himself them things in his brain that make it so he can move spoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it turns out he can actually hear people's thoughts, too, and then... The
fuck?
Like 150 pages is just about the fucking test that they're doing on this kid. He got probed a couple of times in his hole. They dunked him under fucking water. They smacked him across the face. Like, oh, I get it. You can spend a good 20, 30 pages talking about all of the torture they go through. Not 150 fucking pages of this over and over and over and over again.
Literally beating a dead dog.
Damn. Yeah, so finally they figured out,
beating
like,
that horse.
There's the front half where they do all of the tests on people. Then there's the back half where they kind of put them to work, I guess. I don't really understand what goes on back there. And then there's something called the hive where all, like, the fucking deadbeats go, I guess. I don't really fucking know.
Okay.
And they were getting ready to send the main character to the back half, and he figured he needed to escape now. So
he's tired.
Yeah.
He's tired
so
of shit.
Yeah, and he's 12. Don't forget. So
all right.
You know, probably doesn't even have a hair on his
great
nut
anyway.
Yet. And but yeah, we just spent so many pages on the front half and the people that he's met, like a couple of people that he met that really don't have anything crazy to do with the story at this point.
Okay.
And
they just keep on it.
Like, there was just so much, like, mundane shit on getting up in the morning, having breakfast, going to get my test done, getting slapped around, getting my ass beat, go back, hang out with the other kids that got their ass beat, talk to them, learn a little bit more about what we're doing here, jerk off, go to bed, do the same thing the next day. Oh, one of my friends moved back to back half. Hey, there's a new kid here. Nothing new here. Go get my test, jerk off, eat. Jerk off again, probably. You know, it was like, just, like, they did that for so long. Like, so long.
Real life simulator.
Oh, my gosh.
Like,
yeah, it was a real life simulator.
Shit.
It was like a fucking prison simulator, basically.
Uh-huh. It's like, cool.
So, the fucker ends up
same
escaping.
thing again, George. Right on.
Yeah, he ends up escaping, and spent a long time talking about how he ran through the trees and then got to a river, and then he got on the boat, and then he fucking went down the river on the boat. Then he found some trains, and now he's on a train, and I think he's going on a train to the Tallywhacker. Not Tallywhacker,
Explosion
Night
Factory. Damn.
Remember how there's that Tallywhacker guy at the beginning of the book?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Night Knocker, Night Whacker, whatever he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was still from this book, by the way. We haven't heard about him in a long time. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Someone got shot. He ran up to save him. And then we jumped to this other fucking kid and haven't gone back to Tallywhacker Man yet.
Okay.
But I think
good.
Fuckhead is on a train going to Tallywhacker County or Night Knocker guy's place.
Okay.
I think. But couldn't tell you because the dumb kid fucking fell asleep on the train. Now we're back at the Institute, and now we're seeing the adult's perspective on things now.
Okay.
So now, I don't know, I don't think the adults know that he escaped yet, because so far a maid hung herself. So
naturally,
they're trying to move the maid along the way.
Just fucking kick her
like,
out.
Oh my fucking God. Like, oh, come on. Like, what the fuck? Can something happen here?
They're taking their time.
So, yeah, I'm getting pissed. And I'm too tired to read my fucking Fables book, comic book. I want to start reading that more.
That one does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
It's gotta be fucking dope.
Maybe I'll let my cousin borrow it when he comes back.
Damn.
Like how you let me read your Nikki Six book?
Yeah. Yep. I know. That's something I might actually be interested in. I haven't read that. Because I used to be really big into like the fucking, not comic books, but the anime, manga shit.
Yep.
I used to read the piss
I
out
can
of
tell.
that. And reading backwards and stuff. That comic books aren't that way though, right?
No.
No. Okay, no, I didn't think so. For some reason I thought maybe they were backwards, but
No.
no. Yep, that would be my Verge brain taking over.
Yep. So, speaking of Verge brain, there was a story I remembered a long time ago that I wanted to talk about on the show.
All right.
So I said this at about 1:46 p.m., so that means I was balls deep in work when the story came up in my head.
Perf.
But when I was in college and undergrad, you have to remember I have multiple degrees, so I'm a very intellectual human being.
Uh-huh. The smartest I know, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least on paper.
Paper, yeah. Uh-huh.
Anywho, when I was at undergrad, I went and met up with a professor in his office.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why I was doing this. It was either something I had to do or I had to go get like a paper from him, and he would just talk to me about it real quick and then hand it over, and I'd look at the grade, and it was something along those routes.
He'd hit me.
Yep. So after I got my F and walked out crying.
Uh-huh.
No, but it was my movie class, the like art of cinema fucking class that I had to take, where I thought it'd be great class because I love movies, and boy, them fucking movies we watched were so terrible. Holy fuck. That
The
was
ones
the
where the
class
guy's
the
just
guy
cranking
next to
on
me
something?
started snoring.
Just crank, 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 crank.
This guy next to me was snoring, like actually
Oh, fuck, no.
during the movie.
Hell
Like
no.
it wasn't quiet. It's
Buddy was sleepy.
fucker was zooted, dude.
He was gone.
People fall asleep in class all the fucking time, dude. But
That's
like this
fucking
guy
so
was just fucking
unredeemable. He might never wake up.
yeah. No,
But
he
he's
was
deep.
in REM, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
That motherfucker. All I know is if I was in the same stage of sleep that he was in, I'd have my fucking hand down my pants and fucking drooling down my mouth.
Game over.
Finger in my ass, yeah.
Okay.
But we went to his room, and for some reason there was a skull, like a human skull, on his shelf.
What the fuck? Of the last
And I'm
kid who
pretty
fell
sure it
asleep
was
in
some
class?
prop or something because he was a movie professor. So
okay.
it was something along those lines. But he made some joke about how it was a skull of a former student.
Okay.
And he's just some old guy having fun.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think I heard him correctly.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I remember him talking and I didn't really understand what he was saying.
Okay.
And then he said something like, yeah, I'm just yanking your chain, man.
Okay,
So-
what did you hear?
So, no, I just think I was like, yeah. Like, you just laugh and say, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, on March 11th, 2025 at 1:46 p.m., I think the dots connected.
Oh, dear God.
He said a joke about how that skull was a former student's. I said, yeah. And he's like, I'm just kidding, buddy. It was
Oh, no way.
it was a joke, dude. So,
Like, you didn't read
I wonder-
it right, and you were genuinely terrified in the moment he thought, but you had really no idea.
I had no idea what he was fucking talking about, but I wonder if he was like, yo,
Like, boy,
does
I
this
might
guy
be a
think
good
I'm
actor,
fucking
Deej.
Jeffrey Dahmer here?
Boy.
Yeah, I just remember he's like smiling, like, yo, I'm just yanking your chain, man.
That's crazy.
And I didn't hear what the fuck he said at all. I was like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
After he just told me it was the skull of a student.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, dude.
Like, I don't know how to respond, but that
I
was
don't
one
know.
of the
I don't know
keys.
why I couldn't understand him or something, but
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, that's I remember his wife was like Filipino too. I don't know why he told us that, but she was not from around these parts. I'm pretty sure he said.
Weird thing to brag about.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I remember in that class too. I had to do like a movie report on A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey in it, and I remember sitting in front of this class at my Christian college. And I made some joke because in the movie Sandra Bullock was in it, and she was really like hitting on Matthew McConaughey pretty hard in the movie. And he was a married man with kids. And I said something about, let's talk about the strength of Matthew McConaughey's character here when he has someone like Sandra Bullock coming on him when he tells her no.
Uh-huh.
And everyone kind of
And how
laughed. And
was
I'm like,
that,
boy, in a private liberal arts Christian college, probably not the right time to make that kind of joke there.
Yeah. Yeah, you say it and you're like covering your face like a bomb's about to go off. You peek over your fingers like, ooh.
Yeah.
Or
At the
giggling.
time, I didn't
Yes.
know, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, now
Oh,
thinking
my
back
God.
at it,
Like,
Like,
boy, bad
in my
timing.
office right now, I'm thinking, like, that was not the joke to be making, Burger.
Uh-huh.
Anything and everything can be comedy, as we say on Burton Burger, but it's got to be at the right time.
Not there.
That wasn't the right
Yeah.
time.
They were mean.
Yeah, I think they laughed at it, but, I think,
Still, if you're
This
doing
would-
the math, you're like, this is
Yeah.
sketchy on paper.
yeah, that was risky, to say the least.
Risque, yeah.
Yeah. So I never really understood why, when Trump got elected the first time, when I was in college. Why it was like a ghost town there, but then I figured out it's because it's a fucking private liberal arts college.
Yeah.
So they look at that man like he's literally Hitler or worse.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I remember I was talking to my one friend who was African, and he ain't my friend no more. But
Okay.
I think it's because he moved away, but who knows? But
What do I know?
I remember when I was like, yo, I watched some video about like the top 10 worst presidents of all time. Have you heard some of the shit these people, what they've done? He's like, yeah, but I think Trump's the worst one. I'm like, motherfucker, it's been like 3 days.
Boy, give him he ain't even in the ground yet.
As I say, give him time to disappoint you.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure Obama was still president when he said that Trump's gonna be the worst. Oh,
Uh-huh.
damn.
Right on.
But yeah, boy, I remember when he won the Oval Office back then. Lord have mercy. I'm pretty sure I saw fucking tumbleweed like go across the fucking road while I was walking to campus.
Oh,
They sent some mass fucking email out saying you can hit up the counseling center if you need it.
Uh-huh. For free, listen.
Like, damn, dude.
This is a hard time.
Yeah, that was weird. So, I should have known that a fucking school that had a bunch of those pride flags, stickers on their doors before you walk in,
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't be too happy
Probably not.
about old Orangey winning. So, I don't even know if I knew what a fucking liberal was or a conservative was at the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still figuring out the whole socialist, capitalist, communist,
Yeah.
Marxist.
I had like for some reason at my school they hammered that into us like a lot. We had like
see,
an
a lot of
entire
things got like I didn't even know what
2
the
years on that.
Revolutionary War was when I was in middle school. Like I'm like, who won? And they're like, I don't know. Are we fucking British? And I'm like, fuck.
I
point.
don't know. We do speak
Like,
English. It's the name of
I
it.
remember so much of the shit that I learned back in like middle school and high school. I feel like I was so much on autopilot where I was just like the stuff was like going in my ear and I was spitting it out, but nothing was ever sticking.
Yeah.
So like I remember in 5th or 6th grade, I literally was like, "Who's Hitler?" And everyone was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is he, dude? I have no idea. I've never heard of this motherfucker. Is it a car brand? Like, what the fuck is it?
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you mean, who's Hitler? What the fuck?
Sandwiches?
Yeah, but the way I can tell by the look on your face, he doesn't seem like the nicest man.
Like a nice fellow. Yeah, I don't think so. Not very popular. Well, popular.
But
with
yeah, there's
certain
shit
crowds,
that they
but-
just hammered in that I just would just puke it up. Don't remember none of it.
Yeah, history was by far my worst fucking class.
See, I was going to say mine's math. So, like,
I love math.
I still don't know how to find the mean, median, mode, average of anything.
Oh, fuck. At least you remember the names, I guess.
I don't know what
might
that
be the
means, though.
worst,
That's what I'm
though.
saying. That's how Hitler was to me. Hitler was a bad man. Don't know what the fuck he did, but everyone tells me he's bad, so I'm just saying he's bad.
Uh-huh. I'll go with the ship on this one. No need to
This
rock
is
the
why
boat.
I'm not concerned about AI, because it's just going to tell you what it's supposed to tell you, not what it actually thinks on anything. So, but yeah, this one seems like one I shouldn't go against. But yeah, Revolutionary War, never really understood what that was about. Had no fucking idea. There's other shit too that I don't really understand completely, that I just kind of went through the
Went
motions
with,
of it.
like, all right.
Yeah. Had some fucking middle schooler the other day talking to me about genomes and how we each get a pair from each of our parents or something like that. I'm like writing notes down.
Like, okay.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Now, why do we only get one or two? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. All this
Well,
shit
some of
sounds
us aren't
familiar.
greedy. They got 3
Don't
eyes.
remember nothing. Ounces and quarts and quarters and gallons, all of that shit. Don't know it.
Yeah, they taught me quantum mechanics and and I don't even remember where that was. I didn't know what it was. Somebody just like used the word. I'm like, wait a minute, this is literally quantum physics.
Yeah.
Why are they teaching us this in high
Fucking
school?
Scott Lang,
Uh-huh.
Hank Pym. And then, now, like, a square root, now,
Oh, dear
is
God.
that what times itself equals that number?
Uh-huh.
And now, is that the little squiggly line symbol,
Uh-huh.
like where it squiggles
It's
and
like a
then it
fucked
goes
up check
straight
mark.
across? Yeah, that's what a square root is, right?
Yep. So if a 25 is underneath there, 5 would be the answer.
5 times 5 equals 25. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the exponent on a number is
Uh-huh.
how many times you multiply that number by itself.
Yep, that's a weird one.
But it's not like 8 to the 4th power ain't 8 times 4.
Right.
But it is
eight,
8 times 8 times 8 times 8.
Yeah, so you know this stuff. Very
But-
good.
But now, does that mean it's 32? Or does that mean it's
It's like
8
an
times 8 is
astronomical
64?
number.
So then you have 64 and 64, and then you multiply that together.
No. 64.
Okay, it
well,
ain't like
actually, the
that.
math would check out like that. But, yeah.
No, because 32 and 64 times 64 is a very different number. See, I don't get it. Don't care.
Multiplication is fucked. So
Multiplication's gay.
yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
it's bad.
Same thing like with division. I remember when I was in
Division is
school.
gay.
I always to this day, I can add really well, I can subtract really well, and I can multiply really fucking fast. If it's like basic numbers and shit. But division was one I always had a hard time with. And to this day, I still tell myself I must have been fucking off in class or something when they were teaching this, because I got the other 3 down good. But then one time they were teaching division on the whiteboard, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
I'm going to fuck off.
Yeah.
And fucking spit was at Tater or something like that instead. Like, I don't know how that one.
Yeah,
Didn't,
math stuck in. Math is all about teachers. Like, if you got a good teacher, it's fucking math is easy. Math, I sucked fucking literal, like, fucking horse dick at math all the way up until my last year in high school. I had one absolutely banging teacher, and I sat down. I'm like, so teach, how does this work? He's like, boy, this kid's retarded. I walked out a stud, though, tell you.
Well, I remember Boo's mom was my math teacher for a very long time.
Welp.
Yep.
Was she the multiplication or the division teacher?
No, she was high school, so she was way after that.
Okay.
At my school, I know it's a shitty school, Bert, but they weren't teaching you how to multiply like in 10th grade.
Well, the fucking college tried teaching me how to multiply, so
Yeah.
you never know. I did
remember-
so bad on my testing. They fucking had me teaching, or they taught me how to do multiplication my first day. I'm like, I don't belong here.
Yeah, well, I remember she would get so pissed at people. Like, we would all be sitting in class facing the whiteboard, and then her desk was at the back right corner of it, and you'd just be sitting there doing your work, and you would just hear, like, a student get up to go talk to her about a question, and she would just sit there and just fucking bitch you how...
You fucking stupid idiot.
What are you not understanding right now, okay? 2 minus 2 is what?
Yeah.
2
Listen, I
minus
just
2,
don't get it.
what does it equal? I don't know.
Oh my god.
You would just be sitting there and she'd be talking, and then her voice would get louder to the point to where you had to set your pencil down and look.
Yeah. I can see you do it too. Yeah, you're like looking down, eyes are up, like, huh?
Boy, she's really giving someone the beans. I remember in my senior year, did not fucking, literally would look over. I cheated like a cocksucker in that class. Tater, move your hand back.
Yeah. Oh,
Fuck
God.
you. Puts his arm up so I can't see anything. Damn it.
Fuck.
Yeah, boy. Cheated like a motherfucker in them math classes.
Yeah. I did a lot of stuff that didn't realize was cheating in college until far after the fact. It's like my senior year. They're like, make sure not to be doing your homework with your friends. It's meant to It's meant to test you and your ability as an individual. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well,
There's
that
stuff
kind of
I'm
shit just
doing.
bullshit, too. Some
Yeah.
of it is, like, when it gets to that shit. Nowadays, though, like, I really think, like, AI is such a fucking problem.
It's got to be
schools.
bad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think there's ways to where you could use it to enhance your learning.
Uh-huh.
So, for example, I told you about that one person that told me about that AI thing to where you can put like a 100-page document in it and it'll make a fucking podcast
Yeah.
based off of that document.
Uh-huh.
So, instead of sitting there overnight reading a 100-page document for work the next day, you can just listen to it on the drive home.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that'd
And
be
the
funny.
AI will have two fake people talk about it.
That'd be insane.
Like,
If it was actually
that is a
accurate, it'd be
brilliant
crazy.
idea instead of telling me to
Go
sit
read
and
some
read
bullshit.
everything.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, well, also, like, read this many chapters by our next class, and then you can have AI explain the chapters to you.
Uh-huh.
Same thing like research papers, like it can just tell you the finding.
Yeah.
In research papers, you have to read quite a fucking bit to just find out what the fuck they discovered.
Uh-huh. No, it's cool.
So for you
you
to
get
just-
like 3/4 of the way through, you're like, this has nothing to do with what I need it for.
Yeah,
so
okay,
cool.
so what's the answer? Okay, I am gay. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Where
cool. So
AI
you
can
also
take...
didn't figure the answer out, too. Guess you gotta go see
Yeah.
somebody else.
We found out that the test is inconclusive. Cool, that was a waste of fucking time.
Cool. How do I tell my teacher this? She's
Yeah.
gonna think I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm. So, and then, yeah, there was those times where I went and talked to my professor. I'm like, I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this. And they're like, are you dyslexic?
Yeah.
Am I what?
Dyslexic?
This is advanced research methods, bitch.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck are you meaning?
Yeah.
Are you dyslexic? This is a pretty fancy college with very hard academics. It's not like it's a community college where we're doing like 6th grade math like over in Bert's land.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was bad. That was bad.
Yep. So, well, how about we lighten the mood up a little bit here instead of really reliving through our trauma, being bullied by professors, and we go over some burning questions.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Everybody's favorite time of the year. Every time of the year, every time of the show, every time of the day, every time of the week. Burning questions with Ellen. Last week, she dropped some duds. I'm not going to lie. She dropped some duds. Some of the questions we're starting to see are getting recycled.
Damn.
I did my best to eliminate as many as possible. I'm still going to say the ones that are repeated this time. But
Yeah, unfortunately, we might be running out of these question segments here, ladies and gents.
uh-huh.
It's
There's
getting
still
tight.
There's still some good stuff in here. However,
Yeah, we'll keep her going for a bit.
yeah. But shit like okay, actually I should say that the person who was being interviewed first before I jump in and start just asking random questions. But this week on Burton Burgers /Ellen's Burning Questions, the interview was of John Mayer. John Mayer was in the hot seat. John Mayer is the cute singer who plays guitar and makes love songs. I don't know what else John Mayer is good for, but that's all I know. But yeah, no, as I alluded to earlier, there's some repeat customers here. Stuff such as, who was your first celebrity crush? Thanks. What's another one? Oh, what's your favorite body part came up again. Cool. And then there's one, we're just going to get all the duds out of the way. There's another one that's we might be able to turn into something silly, but is probably not answerable by us because, alas, we are two cousins just shooting the shit online. So, Have you ever dated a celebrity that the world doesn't know about?
Yep.
Yeah. Shit, me too.
In middle school, Margot Robbie
Okay.
was
Uh-huh.
there for like 3 months at the max. She was a foreign exchange student, and her and I did the cute little 8th grade dating thing, whatever the fuck that means, and I actually ended up breaking up with her
Oh.
about a week and a half into it because she was fucking way too tall for me, dude.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just too
So,
much.
yeah, she ended up transferring out of there, broke her heart,
Yeah.
I think, and then never fucking heard from her again. And then I saw she was playing Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
hey.
Peter, ain't that Margot Robbie?
Yeah. From school. Wait. From school? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'd say the same, but I mean, I haven't even
But yours was fucking John Mayer.
Yeah, mine was John Mayer. That's why I thought it was so bad. I'm so bashful to bring it up, so. Probably could have been too. I don't know. But yeah, okay, on to the actually real questions here. What are 3 things that you must do every day?
Breathe, blink, eat, next.
Okay. Perfect.
It's literally what it's like to talk to you sometimes.
Uh-huh. Well, no, think about it, though. Try and imagine a day where you don't eat, drink, blink, or think or something. Yeah. It's like, tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, you don't think that much, that's for sure.
Okay. Shit. But I don't know. What are 3 things that you must do every day? I know, I'm trying to think of.
I try to read 10 pages every single day out of my book. That's one thing that I try to do every day.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else good? I was just thinking I got some that are actually pretty good, but.
No, you can pipe up whenever.
All right. Something that I was actually going to bring up as an actual topic earlier, but now it's just going to be a little short and sweeter. I've been doing Duolingo for 529 days in a row, doing Spanish lessons every day, and I'm kind of tired of it. I had a revelation. I was talking to one of the buddies at work, and I was just talking through it. I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, how did you just do your Spanish lesson in like 3 seconds? I'm like, oh, well, I figured out actually some cheese that you don't have to actually do a lesson. You can just go on there and like do a special, like a speed round, basically. And then you just don't have to worry about your lesson for the day. And he's like, it sounds like you're just kind of trying to avoid doing the lesson. Like, why are you still doing it? And I'm like, it's a good point. So I just canceled my subscription. I'm going to fucking stop it. So
You've been paying for it?
I haven't, yeah. Just because it had, like, I just don't like the fucking ad versions, and I don't know.
Oh my god.
I bought it a while ago. So I just fucking turned it off finally.
Daily's hard. Weekly I could give some good answers.
Yeah, I know. Daily, it's like
Daily's a hard one. I try to go to the gym at least twice a week. I try to run 2 or 3 times a week. Back in like last year, it was 5 times a week. Every day I try to stay within my Weight Watcher goals. Things like that. Nothing like really exciting, just more healthy lifestyle things rather than, I like to touch my pinky toe at least 3 times a day or some shit like that.
Yeah. I have literally no discipline. I shower every day. That's like the closest thing to healthy that I do on a regular basis, which isn't even healthy, supposedly.
I was going to say, some people don't even think that's healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else. That's like basically it. I brush my teeth, pray. What else? I don't know.
Just like every good little boy and girl should, Bert.
Uh-huh.
Every day I pray. Every day I brush my teeth. I try to eat my vegetables.
Uh-huh. Get my water intake.
Mm-hmm.
I have at least 200 milligrams of caffeine every day.
Mm-hmm.
What else? No, I don't know. Yeah, I have like fucking zero discipline. I'm cooked. But, What else is there? Okay. When not on tour. What time do you typically go to bed? When not on tour thing's kind of gay, and I don't know how you could spin that into something that's relevant. Maybe you could say on the weekend when you're not working, which is kind of like...
I don't know. I usually go to bed around the same time. About 1 a.m. is usually when I try to go to bed. But I usually fail pretty miserably at it. Like, yeah. I want to be under covers and honking and chewing at like 101, but it don't work that way.
I know ideally what I would like to, but it's not what time I go to bed. Yeah, no, I'm a freak. Burger knows. You probably know, speakers or listeners of the show. I like to shoot for 8 hours, but my fucking schedule at work is gay and is not compatible with anybody else that I communicate with on a regular basis. So I go to bed at like 12. I try to do 12. I end up failing.
Yeah, I would like to go to bed. The perfect schedule would be like 12 to 8. Go to bed around 12, wake up around 8, be at work by 9, work 9 to 5.
God, the 9 to 5 is so sweaty.
And I could do that, I just don't want to.
It's so nice after doing like fucking bastard shifts like 6 to 6 or like 6 to 4. I'm doing 8 to 6. 8 to 6 is fucking gay.
8 to 6, that's damn near 9 to 5, you fucking queer.
Yeah, but it's an extra 2 hours.
Yeah, but still.
But waking up at 7 is kind of
it's an extra part. 2 hours and an hour earlier, too.
Yeah. Waking up early is just the not fun part. But I'd be fine, dude. I would work all fucking night. I have the perfect schedule lined up. I know exactly what I want to do. I don't even give a fuck either. I'll work on the fucking weekends. I don't give a fuck about a lot of stupid shit. Maybe one day off would be fine. But I would ideally, I'd love to just work like 5 hours every day. Because I know otherwise, if I have too much time on my hands, I'll just fuck off. Which I fuck off anyway. So maybe what I do now is fine.
I remember because people know you're a traveler for work. And I remember talking to my grandma about that. She thought about how that would be such an awesome job because you can go and explore all these places. I'm like, he doesn't.
Yeah, it would be if you did do that stuff.
Yeah, I was like, he doesn't. He literally goes to work, goes back to his hotel, and occasionally goes out to eat with his friends and sometimes top golf.
Yeah, we do a lot of our exploring for like lunch. We'll go out and try out new restaurants and stuff for lunch. But
they try out new restaurants. That's it.
Yeah.
No exploring.
I did a little bit of sightseeing because somebody wanted to, and I almost told them to eat shit.
Well, your very first place you went to, you did a lot of exciting stuff. Then you really haven't done anything since then.
Yeah. Well, there was one other one.
I remember my grandma was just so blown away by that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not.
Nah. I mean, I'm just, I don't know what. But then I also try and visualize having a life where I'm just like stuck in one place forever, and I don't like that. So.
Well, that's basically what you're doing.
Nah, but I mean, like, I'm everywhere. I don't like the idea of just fucking clocking in the same place every year.
That's what you were doing, and that's what you planned on doing for a very long fucking time. Then all of a sudden, you do something different, and you're like, nah, I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that now.
Yeah,
it was depressing.
You hated the idea of doing the traveling thing. You just went because of the money, pussy.
I know, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know what. I think there's a lot of just like getting me out of my comfort zone. That's kind of important. But
the thing is, though, is you're not really getting out of your comfort zone. You're doing the exact same things that you do here, except in different states. So now instead of trying out restaurants here that you've never been to or haven't been to in a long time, you just do the exact same thing in these other states. And on occasion, you do go out and see some famous sites that aren't too bad, but there's like hundreds of opportunity, and you might take 4, 5
I know,
of those
I'm just like
hundreds of opportunity.
I get stupid like with the podcast, and I don't think of like what I could do. Like, fuck, might as well go back and just fucking have B-dubs and play video games again, I guess.
Oh, exactly. And that's the thing is you fucking do B-dubs and fucking Top Golf. You just find the local B-dubs and Top Golf near you, and that's all you do. So at that point, you are doing the exact same thing that you have sworn not to do, which is the same thing. You know what it probably is?
It's
just changing scenery.
I think if I found a place that had a B-dubs and a Top Golf, I'd be in heaven.
I think most major cities, Bert, have a B-dubs and a Top Golf.
I know, but they're so far away. I'm literally twirling my hair laying down belly first on my bed right now.
Feet up in the air.
I am. I'm kicking my feet right now. You probably can't hear it, but I feel like I'm gossiping right now.
Like from the 90s or something, talking to a cute boy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. My hair's all poofy. It looks accurate, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any more questions?
Oh, yeah. Well, fuck it. I mean, we just cut something out 54 seconds ago. What's your favorite curse word? Do I have a favorite one?
I don't know. I always thought those questions were kind of cringe.
Yeah.
I like ones that aren't considered... Well, hang on. Define curse word.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between cussing and cursing. You see, cursing is like when you're putting a curse on somebody, where you're putting some kind of hex or asking God to curse somebody. Cussing is when you use a word that is not culturally acceptable. But the thing is what's acceptable in one culture is not acceptable in others, and vice versa. Things that are very acceptable in our cultures isn't in other spots. So, for example, the word cunt in America is very unacceptable, but the word cunt in Australia is completely okay. The word dang is a word that a lot of traditional Christians use so they can avoid the swearing thing, when in reality, dang was created as a very blasphemous term. So, what do you mean by curse word? Please explain to me, and I will answer in my best interest.
Probably just cuss.
Bert's like, oh, like fuck and shit.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I like words like tallywhacker.
Uh-huh. Pecker's always a funny one. We've said this one before now that I think of it, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I always thought, like, oh, I love the word fuck. Like, nice, cool. The thing is sometimes, like, I even feel yucky sometimes when I swear too much, where most of the time when I do swear, it is not out of distaste or anger. It's usually just the way I talk or comedic value. But there are times where I'm like, I'm kind of swearing too much right now. I gotta chill. Because,
yeah, I remember when we were both kind of uncomfortable when the show started, we had to cut a lot of that stuff out.
Yeah, well, when we were just swearing too much, because I don't like it when movies do it either, to be honest. Like, when movies swear too much, it makes me feel like it's like a middle schooler that just found out they can say bad words when mom and dad aren't around.
Yeah.
So, it's not necessarily like I feel like it's a bad thing. It's just like, okay, dude, chill. You're sounding like a fucking cringer right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of too much.
Yeah, this is just too much. Like, you're doing... It's like you're trying to out-goon yourself.
Yeah.
Just trying to sound edgy, and it's just cringe. Like,
yeah.
So there'll be times where, like, I gotta chill on that. So,
please.
So yeah, no, those kind of questions are... I think the less power you give those words, the less, like, they become. So...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's why I like Cards Against Humanity. Like, that's why I don't like those really out there, oh, I'm firing a rifle, balls deep, and a squealing fucking pig type of shit. Like, there's only so much offensive cursing cuss thing you can put into one card to where it's just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I've always been a fan of kind of sometimes tastefully doing it too much.
Yeah. Or
it's like the Cards Against Humanity way that they do it. I like the descriptors, like the Charlie, I think is the way I like the...
Well, some of them are good, but the thing is too many of them get played, and it just kind of loses the value. Like, when you read, like, the first 5, they're like, oh, my gosh, these are insane. But then after 2 hours of playing it, and you're fucking a quarter of the way through, and that's all they've been.
You're
That's
like, cool,
why,
the shock isn't shocking because the whole game is
exactly,
shocking.
Exactly, you're taking the shock out of it. You got to take a break. That's why I like the really simple ones sometimes. I remember one time I was playing with Tater, and I think it was his honey was over, and it was when I first started dating my honey, and we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and one of the cards prompts was, what did the U.S. airdrop to Vietnam children or something like that, whatever it was. And one of the answers, I was the judge, one of the answers was whales.
Okay.
And landmines.
Okay.
Like, they're just throwing, like, landmines out like Frisbees. But the whales one really got me for some reason. To this day, I still remember it.
That's hilarious.
Like, they're just pushing these huge-ass whales on top of these innocent children. It's so fucking stupid. Like,
yeah, sometimes the image does wonders.
Yeah, and I remember Tater, like, doing an impression. He's like, what is that?
Okay.
I'm just seeing some, like, 3-year-old kid stare up at the sky while a whale falls on it. Like, some, like, Looney Tune whistling noise. Like, that shit gets me.
That's
more than the Obama, balls cocked deep in his mother and, like, over and over again. Like, there's only... I remember hearing the honey's dad say, what that mouth do?
Yeah.
He's like some old Farmer Pete, and he's reading it with his readers on. He's like, what that mouth do?
Yeah.
Trying to conceal a boner.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is just torture for everybody.
Giggling.
Yeah. That's fucked. All right, one last question.
Nice.
What's your best beauty tip? You see, I ain't particularly beautiful, but
Bert's got nice hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could write a book on all of my hair findings, which I would have loved to have when I was younger, but
except yesterday when it was windy out and I screenshotted that picture. That was one of the worst angles I've ever seen of you.
It was just dry, or I wasn't dry. It was literally soft and wet, and I walked outside. It was so bad.
This neck beard that you actually have. Like, Bert has an actual neck beard, and his hair was blowing back to like a mullet almost, and it was just so fucking
insane.
Gross.
It was insane.
So bad. It was a video too. It wasn't even a picture. He wasn't trying to be silly. He was just like, "Yo, look how windy it is," and I'm like, "Yo, hang on a sec. This is a bad angle."
Yeah, it didn't look good.
I don't know. I think if weight loss is a part of beauty tips, I think I would say just switch out some of your regular ingredients or things that you use almost on a daily basis with low versions or zero versions of it.
It's insane.
Because
tastes the same.
A lot of times you can't taste the difference, especially if it's not the main part of the dish. Mm-hmm. So if you have spaghetti and noodles are a big part of the dish, but you usually can't taste the noodle parts because it's mixed in with the sauce and the meat and the meatballs and the cheese and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you can switch those noodles out from regular plain Jane noodles to whole grain noodles, for example, and they're a lot less bad for you than the other ones, and you just saved yourself a few hundred calories.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the sauce. If you did like a low-sodium sauce. Same thing with the meat. If you did like a lean beef instead of regular ground beef. I think there's even some healthier Parmesan cheese that you can do. All of a sudden, you combine all of these things, and you're saving yourself hundreds, if not maybe even half a grand of calories.
Huge.
Which is huge. Yeah. Don't drink your calories as well. It's another big one I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes a long way.
You can easily have a couple hundred calories in just drinking sodas or juice or alcohol and things like that. Yeah, it's bonks. So
Yeah.
that's my big thing. You can have a lot of substitutes where you don't even notice the difference. Some where I did notice the difference, and I have a very bland palate, so it's really got to be bad for me to notice a difference, okay?
Mm.
So, like, ranch was a hard one. That's a big one that's really hard to substitute. Like, if you get, like, a healthier ranch, it just tastes like ass.
Yeah.
Ketchup was another one, too.
Some
Or
of
I've
those
done,
are
like, lower.
fucking gross.
Yeah, like zero sugar ketchup was gross. It looks gross. It tastes gross. Things like that. Those are, like, the big ones, and I'm sure there's other ones as well. But those are, like, the ones off the top of my head. But most of the time, that's what I'm saying. Most of the time is you can switch these things out for zero or low versions of it, and you don't notice the difference, and it tastes great.
Hell
and
yeah.
lose weight. So that's how you get hot. That's how you get bangable with Burton Burger.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So, well, there you have it. We'll see how much longer we can do these burning questions segments. We love doing them.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're a lot of fun. We just got to make sure that they're not repeating themselves. So,
Yeah, it's important.
we shall see. We'll see how much longer we can go. But other than that, that is 270 of the Burton Burger podcast. Everybody, thank you for chilling and vibing with your cousins. We appreciate you. Congrats to the new Wiener of the Week. Make sure you guys keep sending in those memes in the Discord. We look at every single one of them. I look at every single one of them. Bert looks at the ones that I send him that I like. So make sure you keep sending. You keep sending them to us, and I will keep checking them out. Bert is still alive in his org. Final 6, baby. He's doing well. And then this weekend, if I get selected, my org will be starting up. So,
hell yeah.
Time for one to take a break and the other one to cook. And by the time mine's over, Bert will probably be ready to do his next one. So,
yeah,
we
literally
shall
handing
see.
the baton off.
Yeah, literally. Hand it back off. Yeah. That's my goal here. I'm literally going to be the first one out just to trick you. I'm like, no, I want you to keep playing, buddy. So I'm going to go get first out and come back. Like, here you go.
Hell no.
So, but we'll keep you guys posted on that. But until then, guys, thank you for chilling and thank you for vibing. And we'll see you in the next EP. Take care, everybody. Gooby. Later. Like, what do you mean, who's Hitler? What the fuck?
Sandwiches?
Yeah, but the way I can tell by the look on your face, he doesn't seem like the nicest man.